Right. While I'm waiting for a few people to join, if they do, if they don't, fair enough. I just thought I'd do a live. Just to let everybody know that we will be at Telford. Alclad 2, myself, Cam, Mick, I think, Rob, Harry, we'll all be there. As far as we know at the moment, as it's going on, it has been confirmed that it'll be there. Whether it goes ahead, if things take a turn for the worst, who knows? We'll just have to see. So, but Alclad 2 and the team will be there. We'll have to see. Anyway, what I'm doing tonight is a what's in the box. This kit's been out for about 3 months, I believe. I didn't take a lot of notice of it. I've had a bit of a hiatus from models. As I said earlier, life gets in the way sometimes. So I literally ordered this Thursday. Which again, I'd like to say thank you to Rob at Alclad for letting me order it. One of the best guys you'll ever meet. What I'm going to do, this was literally in my shed when I got home today. So I haven't even looked at it. And we're going to have a look at Edard's space as well. I've not seen these before. We've got some 3D decals, they call them. I haven't got a clue. I've not done any research on them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a look at those as well. Although we've got the steel set for the seat belts, which is what I really wanted. But then seeing the 3D in the same, well, you've got to go do it. Anyway, what we got in the box? Okay, start us off. So with some McDonnell Douglas F4B Phantom 2, which, if I'm honest, not the B, but the ones that were based at Lakenheath, which I think were D's or E's. My interest in aircraft peaking, if you like, at the age of 7, when my lovely school teacher, who at the time I didn't think a lot of, as you don't, but now she's one of the best things that ever happened. Mrs. Tilbrook, I think her name was, or Miss Tilbrook. Anyway, I was there, so you know, she brought it on. We got the sit. Was it? I was hooked. So we're gonna have a look and see what goes on with this. Anyway, it says 148 scale aircraft, series number 121. Wingspan 244 millimeters. Length is 370 millimeters. Accurate random based on extensive research of actual aircraft. Features realistic renderings of engine nozzles, cockpit and landing gear. Choose between open and closed canopies, extended or retracted fueling probe, boarding ladder, one-piece horizontal stabilizers, left to right sides move in concert. Includes 2 sitting crew figures, which is a bonus, 3 marking options, and masking stickers. So, hang on. I'll have a quick look. So, what we're going to do, give me 2 seconds while I just sort this out. Just bear with me for a second. Right, sorry about that. Right, as no one's in here anyway, I'm just talking to myself. So there you go. Anyway, so what's in the box? Right, round the box, we have VF-161 Chargers, Cagbird, May 1972, midway. Nice bird, not my cup of tea. And we have sundowners on this side, and I know there's a USS Coral, another one on in the inside of the decals. So we've got some decent renderings of the kit built up. Just a picture, and the same on the end, and your kit number is 611217600. Okay, right, so let's have a quick look in here. And it's the first time I've seen this plastic, so I have no idea what's going on. Have a quick look. Blimey. They went a little bit over the top. Nice booklet. Right. Lots of decals, which we know there's going to be hundreds of stencils. There always is with a Phantom. We'll just put that at the bottom for now. Right, so start off where we normally do, which is with the instructions, just to have a quick look. There's plenty of paperwork. That's something, I guess. You know. Right, and now I'm gonna have a quick butcher's. So that's in Japanese, and a little bit background. Is there anything in English? Yeah, a little bit in English. Background about the F4, which is fine. Just telling you bits and pieces about it. Like anything like that, I'll have a read with that later. Instruction booklet, which is thick and heavy. So we have a fantastic A2 sheet, like so, which is upside down. This is, what is this, Showtime? No, USS Midway, which is the Chargers, Cagbird, with stencils, data on the other side. I don't want to look at that. I really don't. I'll put that away in a minute. And then we have, which one is this? This is Sundowners. So we have a lovely picture of Sundowners, which is really nice. And we have the Screaming Eagles, which is the one I'm going to do, because I think that's a beautiful decal to put on. Okay. Great pictures, great size, good to see it. Some what you don't want to do, how to do it, teach you all about how to model, which is fine. Okay. Right, so we have our instruction manual. So I'll bring it in. Bear with me. And lock. Right, so we've got our instruction manual. Paints on the front, which is obviously in Tamiya. We can soon crop them over to be Alclad 2 null specs. Sorry about that. Been a long day at work. Telling you some information, mask off the canopy, using the mask and stickers, which we won't be doing. We'll be doing it my own favourite way. And so on. Painting the cockpit. So I was picking up XF1, which I think is black. XF18, which is a grey. XF19, which is a different grey. Different colours. So on through the cockpit. Refuel and probe, whether you're going to have it open. There are two pods for you. One's extended, one isn't. One's closed, so no refueling pod. Then we have the fuselage connecting to the nose, which looks like a great way of doing it. I like that idea. With the two pins, other bits and pieces going on to the fuselage radiator. Then we're back to the cockpit. So the front and rear panels going in. Sticks or sticker. and so on. Then we've got the instrument panels going down, the side walls going in, the bulkheads going down. More information on the consoles, the side consoles, which are full of buttons and switches and whatever. Anyway, you've got part of the air conditioning going in. Then we start on the nose landing gear bay, and carrying that on, which is fine. Then we go on to let's see, more notes, carrying on with the nose gear, back into attaching the cockpit and putting the instrument panel in. Okay, engines, just the rear engines, or are they full? No full length engines, which is a shame. I thought Tamiya would have done it, and for a £100 kit nearly, I definitely thought it had full length engines, which is a damn shame. But there you go. So we've got that going down, the fuselage coming together over the cockpit and the engines. And then we've got the spine going down. Then we start opening holes for the ornament and the wings. Then we've got the wing spar going down, getting ready with the wheel bay. Attaching the wings up to surfaces, all sorted. Fuselage down onto the surfaces. You've got the right wing, which is asking for XS7, which is the red inside, which is obvious on a carrier-based aircraft. We then come into attaching the nose, then the underplate, the plate which runs from the nose back to the base of the wing. Then we start on the air intakes. Now, if anybody built... Hello, Roger. Hope you're doing well, mate. So, this has always been a problem. Academy nearly got it right. Was it Academy? Yeah. The Academy Phantom nearly got it right. It was as good as it's been. So let's hope this goes together. So we're looking at compressor brakes. So we have got both ends with compressor blades, which is fine, but it would be good to have full length engines as always, but it's not to be. Okay. So we've got the air intake on the left side. Air intakes going on. Looking at that, that should just slip on and be nice, but we'll have to see when we build it, and we will be building this for Telford. Okay, so we then got the rear horizontal stabilizers going in and parts being put on and metallized. Of course, we've got the beautiful clamshell underneath, which Alclad, we've got no issues with doing that. Going forward, so we've got multi-part nozzles, which is always a good thing because it means there's more detail. The landing gear going on, or the landing gear bay covers, wheel covers, whatever you want to call them, going down. Some lights going on as well. And then nose gear, landing bay covers going on as well. Back to the wheel section and the undercarriage itself going together. Same with the front nose, and then we start on to the radar and the nose cone, which there's no radar there, it's just blunt, which is a shame again for a £100 kit. So wheels, rear wheels, and then we go on to air exhaust outlets, which are underneath, and these were normally blank. I think they were blank on the Academy. Actually aren't. I'd rather they were still blank and we got more detail on the nose. That's personal preference, nothing to do with the kit. Then we come in, wingtips going down, which is that insert way, which is always a good way. And going along, then you got the folded wings if you want to do folded wings. Not for me, but there you go. Then flaperons going on. Attach your wingtips either up or down. Attach your flaperons. And what are we into? Right, you got your speed brakes under the wings going in, which is always that lovely red underneath there. I really like that. Then we've got the bomb racks going down, missile racks going on, You've got AIM 70 sparrows, sidewinders, which they would have, which they weren't exactly accurate, but they did a good job. Installing the missiles, a good painting guide to those, which is nice. And forward ho, we've got the drop tanks, 500-gallon drop tanks, or 100-gallon, whatever they are. You've got wings and the mid one. You can have outer wing tanks on this, which we will be doing. Outer pylons go on in, which are for literally for the drop tank, or not drop tanks, but well, they are drop tanks. More pylons, more drop tanks. Vertical stabilizer going on, which is a good thing because at the end of the day, we need it. On last because of the little pitot tubes, because they always get broken off. Then we go on to the ejector seats, which is late in the day, but it's fine. So the ejector seats going down, multi-part ejection seats, which look really, really nice. And we get crew figures, which is fantastic. So that's all good. We got the Rio at the rear and the pilot, which is brilliant. Then you get the instrument panel and the station for the little guy in the back, the Rio. We've then got the cockpit combing going round, looking good, and the front combing on. I won't even think about that because I use my own tape. You can have an open or closed canopy, and this is the way it tells you, with lots of different parts to go onto the plastic if you're going to have it open, which is a good thing because these are a pain in the butt, especially on the Academy, to get the angle right. But it looks like the plastic is already a bit cut to the right size, so you just put it on. Fantastic. Okay, attaching the field probe, going on, attaching your ladder, and that's it, which will be fabulous. Okay, right, put that down here. Straight into the parts bags. Horrible staples, which are going to scratch if you're not careful taking them out. So we've got the upper wings and the lower wing section. Let's have a look at the detail. Detail actually looks really, really nice. Quite nicely done. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I'll look on my telly. Yeah, it don't look too bad at all. It's surprising there isn't more riveting on there. Riveting's there, and it's nicely done in scale, but there's not a lot of it. Bits and pieces on the doors look all right. This feels and looks very softly molded compared to a lot of Tamiya stuff. Taking into consideration the plastic is softer than, say, the F-16s, which we all love. But yeah, parts wise, it looks nice. Maybe a little bit soft, but hey ho, it's a Phantom. Just a pity it wasn't a British one to mine. Bring out a J or a K, especially a K. Right, so here we go again. 2 sprues, both the same, both the same. So put one away. We have the rear engine, or the rear area where the engine goes. We have got solid compressor blades, which is a shame. Very detailed seat and guy, pilot, whatever you like to call him. Looking good. Afterburner ring is all right. Would be nice if we put it in etch. It's a bit. It just feels very Reveille. Plastic feels like Revel kit, not that hard plastic we're used to with Tamiya. It's certainly not anywhere near the hardness of Hasegawa, but this is very shame. That might just be me. Perhaps I'm just being finicky. Okay. Right. Here we go. So we've got our rear horizontal stabilizers, bits and pieces that are looking good. We've got our tracks, our intake tracks where there's no pin marks to deal with, which is really nice. More doors. The detail is nice, if I'm honest, but the inside of those doors have got pin marks, which is a shame. But everything is nicely molded, but not as sharp as what I expect. If I'm honest, on a £100 kit, bit of a shame. Look there. Right. Ooh, sealed bag. So this is telling me there's more Phantoms on the way, or they're out already, and I haven't noticed. Ooh, that's clever. Okay, right. So horizontal of the vertical stabilizer looking good. You've got that little piece on the bottom. I always love that little piece for some reason. No idea. Front nose gear bay, which is quite good. Lots of information on the side panels, the console, the instrument panel, front instrument panel, stick. Very detailed. Just, I think, slightly softly molded. Perhaps it's just me. I don't know. Okay, so we've got another generic one. When I say generic, I mean that'll be in every kit. That last one won't be in every. Will just be in the B, I would imagine. So we've got the drop tank and the wing spar with beautiful detail on the inside of the gear. No, it's not. That's not the gear. That's the hydraulics and air. Well, it's the same difference, but yeah, that would be that bit. Looking really nice. Flaps looking nice. Raised panel lines and engraved on that part and on these. Also, the wing spar specifically look nice. And here we go with the fuselage. This is the bit that tells her, oh, let's see what she looks like. Well, that's a weird way of doing it. Like I said, I haven't seen this. I've not watched any reviews or anything, so I have no idea about this kit. Different way of doing everything. Very nicely done. Nicely molded. Looks like a Phantom. Sure, the rivet counters will say it's a millimetre short or whatever, but it looks good to me. And it's also strengthened, which is another nice thing. If I'm totally honest. Very nice. The clamshell looks good. Obviously, with alclad metallics, that will bring that up and make that shine. But it's a weird way of doing it. So we've got a full length fuselage in one part, and then one we've got to make up with 3 different parts. Or 2 different parts. And that's a weird way of doing it, but I suppose Tamiya do know what they're doing. I'm just pulling these out of the box as they come, so please bear with me. Well, there's no one in here, so there you go. Okay, so we've got the fuselage ribbon, looking very nice. More of the console work, and that's all going to be got rid of, because we've got something a little bit different this time. But yeah, all nicely done. Lots of engraving and riveting on the pylons. Again, very nice. Right, so what we've got here. Again, that one must have been just for this kit, which it would be with that ribbon on it. We then come in to the cockpit tub and multiple parts therein. Very nicely done. Everything's there. Looking really good. The side pods, this is going to be the interesting bit. This is the bit on a Phantom, which is always a pain in the butt. So if that fits, all good. Sidewalls look nice of the undercarriage bays. The top of the cockpit looks nice. These are all tidy. Really well done so far. And then we just come to our missiles, which are just basic. We have another sealed, 9-inch sealed open bag. Have a look. So we've got a one-piece molded nose, which is lovely. We've got another version of the horizontal stabilizers, which is weird. We've got the front of the nose, which we put on last because these P2 tubes always come off. Other parts of the kit, yep, look lovely. So far, so good. Looking really nice. We've got the missiles there, but I'm not going to get them out. Some staples into glass, into plastic. So, right. Oh, that's sweet as. And there's no center seam, is there? There's no center seam, is there? Yeah, there is a slight one, which is a shame. I thought there wasn't a center seam. Soon polish out with the polishing system. Alclad 2's polishing system. That looks very nice. Put that back in, very clear. Why they've put such a blooming big piece for the nose glass and the cockpit glass, I'll never know. I'm not going to get these out because they are beautiful, but there is a center seam which needs to be got rid of. Right, so we have a couple of polyurethane rubber washers and then the decals. Main decals, this would be the horrible bit. Yeah, it is. I don't like them. Got to cut them out. If you're going to do them tomorrow, do them die cut so they're already done. Anyway, looking at these, it looks like they're on a matte carrier film or satin carrier film, which is fine. They feel a little bit thick, if I'm honest, but not going to complain. If anybody does all these stencils and gets them all on in the correct place, well done you. Although there are multiples, there are still many thousands, literally, of single ones. But there you go. Don't mind that. Stencils make the kit, in my opinion. So the polythene caps can go back in. Now this is very pretty. I like to pick it up. They are very flat and they are quite thick, but they are Tamiya, so they're known for that, and we know how to get them down. These ones we're going to be doing the Coral Sea, because that's beautiful. Yeah, nice job, Tamiya. Right, let's put these away quickly, and then get that. I'm going to get these in the bag, keep them nice and flat and safe. So we need them. The other thing that came today, which I had a look at, is this. Now this is the F4b Detailing Set, which includes your the steel seat belts and a 3D version of the consoles and the instrument panels. Now, I've not used any of these yet. I know Quinta does them, but they're not in hands at the moment. I was looking for a Quinta set, to be honest, to try out. Let's get them out of there. We don't need a steel set because everybody's seen the steel sets for Edard's seat belts before. Oh, blimey, they're thick. Oh, I do like them. very nice, and the detail is off the trolley. I know I'm off my trolley, but they are good. Oh, I'm going to use these. I didn't know whether to use them or not. I want the seat belts, but I think it was £1 extra to get these. So I thought, well, blow the expense. I'm sure Robert won't mind. Oh, look at them. They are, even the ejection pulls are fabulous. I held one of these. I never even looked at it. So it is as cute as it comes. Very nice. What's the instructions like? Because, oh, hello. Edard, sort your trees out, mate. Anyway, that can go in there. So we've got multiple bits for the seat, the instrument panel, the consoles, the foot pedals, side walls, side consoles, everything's there. Brilliant. And there's even some etch to go onto the cockpit combing. Lovely. So I think that was about, I think if you paid properly for it, about 16 quid, which isn't off the planet. It's not cheap, but it's not what I would call, in this day and age, massively expensive. So I recommend you getting that if you're going to do the kit. I don't know what the Quinta ones are like. I haven't been up close to any of them yet. That's the first set of 3D decals I've looked at, and I'll be honest, I'm quite impressed. Put that in there. Ready to go. Right. So here we go. Let's get that on. Let's put that on, and we'll pull you out so you can have a look at the box art. That was my take on the McDonnell Douglas F4B Phantom 2. Thoughts? The styrene is quite soft compared to what normal Tamiya stuff is. I think it's softly molded, in my opinion. These are only my opinions, and like everybody's got one. Everyone's got one. So, you know, is it worth 100 quid? If this was, say, 65 to 70 pounds retail, yeah, I'd go for that. £100, nearly £90. Pushing your luck. I admit you've got to pay for the molds, which are extremely expensive, but you're going to be making multiples of these. There's going to be a C, D, E, probably, hopefully, at some point, JK. I would have thought it would be better to get it right and use those molds properly if you're going to do it for a long-term project. I mean, look how long the F-16s have been about, and they are still the best kit on the market for the F-16. So do I think it's worth it? Yeah. To me, it is. To the person on the street, the hobbyist, who's going to walk in and think, oh, look, an F4, yeah, lovely, £100. Oh, no, put that back. And I'll have the cheap Hasagawa, which the molds are wearing thin and not very good now, or the Revell, which isn't too bad, or the good one, which is the Academy version. Personally, I'm going to build this. This is going straight on the desk. It's going to stay where it is. It's going to be built for Telford. It will be done in the box art version, which is the coral sea, because I love the colouring with the rainbow and everything on it. Well, ain't a rainbow, but that effect on it. For the straw dogs, I like it. That's what I'm doing. It is boring old grey, gold grey, which it is, or grey and white, but I like it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, whether to build it on a live build feed, I don't know, because that puts me under pressure, and that's what really took my mojo away last time. So I might just do it now and again. I'll be coming back on Wednesday evening at 7ish, between 7 and 8, typically to have a chat. I'm going to be building at the same time, but have a chat and go from there. Right, so that was my take on the McDonnell Douglas F4B. Thanks for watching. The two of you in there now, whoever you are, or maybe you could make yourselves known. It's a good kit by the looks of it. Let's see how it goes together. Right, thanks for watching.